Gardner Minshew's path to the NFL was unconventional compared to others. His high school career, though not heavily decorated with major offers, did lay a foundation for his future success, not only in college, but more importantly, the pros. His college career was also very abnormal, involving multiple transfers leading to a strong final season that ultimately led his name being called during the NFL draft. Since then, Gardner Minshew has been all over NFL headlines, making a name for himself every chance that he got.
Here's one for the end zone. Chark, he's got it. Looking to the end zone, buying some extra time. End zone, it is caught.
And this offseason was a little bit different. He was actually offered a job by Antonio Pierce in the Las Vegas Raiders to come in and compete for the QB1 job with Aiden O'Connell. And just recently, Antonio Pierce named him the starting quarterback for Week 1.
Gardner Minshew is going to be the starting quarterback the 2024 season. Myself, Telesco, and Luke Getsy discussed it this morning. A lot of things went into it.
But how good is Gardner Minshew, and how far can he take this team? Well, in this video, we're going to examine Gardner Minshew's football career from high school to the NFL, and then break down some film. I'm going to show you exactly why I think Gardner Minshew is going to take the Raiders to the next level. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video. Gardner Minshew attended Brandon High School in Mississippi. During his time there, he was known as a prolific passer, throwing for over 9,000 yards and 88 touchdowns, showcasing some really good arm strength and great football IQ as a high school quarterback. During his senior season, Minshew led Brandon High to the South State Championship game in Mississippi, and the team finished the year with a strong record of 12-2. After concluding Minshew's senior season, he was actually rated as a 3-star recruit by most major recruiting services like 247 Sports and Rivals as well. And despite his impressive high school stats, including that senior season, Minshew actually didn't receive widespread attention from any Power 5 school. Early on in the recruiting process for Gardner Minshew, he actually decided to commit to Troy University, a Division I FBS school in the Sun Belt Conference. However, things changed really quickly as he actually decommitted from Troy and ended up attending Northwest Mississippi Community College for development purposes. And after his time at the community college, he then realized how good of a player he could be and decided to transfer to East Carolina University, where he played 2 seasons and then transferring once again, but this time to Washington State University. And during that senior season, he made a name for himself, and this may go down as one of the best decisions he has ever made, because not only did he ball out his senior season, but he also started to garner the attention of the national media, and scouts from all over the world were now fully intrigued in his potential.
One-on-one down the sideline. Minshew takes a shot. He's got it.
Now, he was originally brought in by head coach Mike Leach to run the air raid offense, which was a perfect fit for what Minshew could do. Now, during his time here, he had a record-breaking season, throwing for over 4,700 yards, 38 touchdowns to only 9 interceptions, and he actually led the nation in passing yards per game with an average of 367.7. But not only was Gardner Minshew highly effective in this offense, he was insanely efficient as well, completing over 70% of his passes. After this season, he was recognized all over the world, winning multiple awards and contending for some big ones as well. He won the Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year. He was also 5th in the Heisman Trophy voting, the highest finish for a Washington State player since Ryan Leaf in 1997, and he also won the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award as the top senior or 4th-year quarterback in college football. Minshew led Washington State to an 11-2 record, including a victory over Iowa State in the Alamo Bowl. The Cougars set a record for wins in a season, and Minshew was instrumental in this team's success. Fast forward all the way to 2019, Gardner Minshew was drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 6th round of the 2019 NFL Draft. And despite being a late-round pick, he quickly made a name for himself in the NFL.
Minshew, and caught for the touchdown, Conley.
During that 2019 rookie season, Minshew got his chance early in the season when starting quarterback Nick Foles suffered a broken collarbone in week 1. Minshew stepped in as a starter and actually played relatively well. Minshew played in 14 games, starting 12 of them. He threw for over 3,200 yards, 21 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions with a passer rating of 91.2. But he was also a mobile quarterback. Ran the ball 344 yards and then became Minshew Mania. He actually won the Pepsi Rookie of the Week award multiple times during his rookie season and was named to an all-rookie team. But more importantly, heading into 2020, Gardner Minshew was named the Jaguars starting quarterback for week 1. And this season, he played in 9 games, throwing for over 2,200 yards, 16 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions.
Minshew deep, Chalk is down there, Chalk's got it! Minshew over the middle, he's got a man, touchdown, Tyler Eifert.
However, the Jaguars struggled as a team overall, finishing with a record of 1-15. Minshew actually dealt with a thumb injury during the season, which caused him to miss some games and eventually led to him being replaced by new starter Mike Glennon. However, before the 2021 season kicked off, Minshew was actually traded to the Philadelphia Eagles, where he would then serve as the backup quarterback to Jalen Hurts. During his time in Philadelphia, he actually started in 2 games, played very well when his number was called, threw for over 339 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Minshew taking a deep shot for Gardner, he's open, he's got it, and he's got it!
Then 2022, same role with the Philadelphia Eagles as the main backup, again showing that he could step in and perform when needed. The same opportunity came once again for the 2023 offseason. He was offered a job by the Indianapolis Colts, who had just drafted Anthony Richardson, number 4 overall in the 2023 NFL Draft.
With the 4th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Anthony Richardson.
And with Minshew's experience and knowledge of Shane Steichen's offense, they wanted him to come in and be their main backup and kind of a mentor to the new rookie quarterback. Minshew began the season as the backup until Richardson got hurt. Now, his first significant action actually came in week 2 when Richardson left the game with a concussion. Minshew came in and completed 19 of 23 passes for 171 yards and a touchdown, helping the Colts secure a 31-20 victory over the Houston Texans. And we all know how good the Texans were that year. Minshew actually began to start games when Anthony Richardson's injuries became notable. He actually started week 3 against the Baltimore Ravens as well, leading the Colts to an overtime victory, throwing for over 227 yards and a touchdown in that game as well. But overall, it seemed like Gardner Minshew's time in the NFL was nowhere near over. During the season, Gardner Minshew completed over 62% of his passes, throwing for over 3,300 yards, 15 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. However, what we figured out was he is always going to be someone that is going to give you good value, especially if he is your backup quarterback. However, this led to the Las Vegas Raiders and new head coach Antonio Pierce signing him as a free agent quarterback to come in and compete for the quarterback 1 job with Aiden O'Connell. Now, we all thought that Aiden O'Connell would ultimately win the job after the end of last year. It looked like he could be their guy. However, Gardner Minshew came in here head up high and worked each and every single day, not only building chemistry with this brand new team, the new offensive line, some new wide receivers that he's never played with before, but he kind of took the keys and ran with it. After week 2 of the preseason, Antonio Pierce named Gardner Minshew the starter for week 1.
The operation, the processing, just everything we saw in practice, some of it showed up in the games. A lot of stuff we can get better at. I don't think anything here is a finished product, but based off of where we want to go in the first quarter of the season, we feel like Gardner gives us the best opportunity.
Pretty soon, we're going to realize exactly why Antonio Pierce ultimately decided to start Gardner Minshew. Now, in this video, I wanted to deep dive into his film from the first couple of preseason games, and I wanted to showcase to you guys exactly why I believe Antonio Pierce made that decision. All right, we talk about great throws. We can't talk about those without this one right here, man. Drops back, right, looks right, gets the safety to bite over to the right side, opens up the left side just enough, right? Pump fakes this, gets this guy to bite down even more. Man, rolls outside. Look at where this ball is placed. We talk about the catch, but man, the throw is super underrated. This entire play is just underrated in my opinion, right? Nice little 3-step drop, plant that foot into the ground. Nothing's really open. We pump fake to the right, get these safeties to bite over. Pump fake this one, get this guy to bite down on the hitch. Open up this one-on-one even more. We love that matchup. Roll outside, right? Point him down the field, gets the DBs back to turn, and now he's going to throw this ball to the sideline. That way nobody can get it unless it's Davante Adams. Nobody can touch this ball unless it's Davante. Look at where this ball is placed, right? Again, the footwork by Davante is unbelievable, but the throw is just as unbelievable. If we're being completely honest, I saw so many people say, wow, what a catch by Davante. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it was. But Gardner Minshew, this was an unbelievable play from start to finish, moving the safety, biting down the DB, and then throwing that ball. Perfect. Another great play here by Gardner Minshew. Let's watch it, and then we'll kind of break down what we see once again. Love the anticipation by Gardner on this one. I mean, beautiful. The confidence that you have in your wide receiver on this, man, it can't be, pointed out enough. So basically, we're just going to get this dig over the middle here. Great route. But once these linebackers start to open up in their hook curls, that's when you're kind of going to be able to fit something into a window, right? So boom, we got this guy to the left side, this guy to the right side, and then there's a small window. But watch as Gardner Minshew is throwing this football. Boom, right here. The football is coming out right now. Guys, think about this for a second. Look at what is going on. The football is coming out with the guy here, guy sitting over the top, this guy back here. This has to be a perfect throw. But we know our guy should be right here with this when this football comes. Gardner Minshew is a good quarterback. A game manager. Look at that throw, man. Look at that throw. That is perfect. Guys, you tell me. This is an A+ throw. The anticipation, the 5-step or 3-step hitch, step up in the pocket, and fire a bullet. Oh my. I could watch this play all day long. Just a beautiful play by a solid quarterback in Gardner Minshew. Mr. Reliable. Absolutely love this play again. What is the first thing we look at here after this pre-snap motion? We know it's zone, right? Nobody crossed the formation. So we know this is zone. The first thing we need to read, these safeties. Where are they going to go? Can we move them using our eyes? The one thing I didn't really understand about this game, why wasn't Marlowe shadowing Davante? That was something that confused me. Whatever, Ravens, right? You wanted to do what you wanted to do. So, what I love about this is if we're able to now move this safety out of the play, out of this side, we have one-on-one. Again, this is what you call a yes, no read. Post-snap. Post-snap, yes, no read. Hamilton bites down, looks like a blitz. He does blitz. Good pickup by the running back. But boom, look at Gardner. Look at Gardner after this ball snap. Boom. Looks off the safety. Opens up these hips to the inside of the field. And he says, yes. Yes. Throwing that ball no matter what. Throws it. Look at the placement. Look at the placement. Guys, I think it's time we really look at Gardner Minshew and say, this dude's been a starting quarterback for a while. At least talent-wise, he's been good enough. He proved that in this game.